Hello, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters. On our way down, I don't come again. This one, now with another great research and Ubunga point waiting for this news that I want to bring to my people this very Saturday morning. Today happens to be the 16th day in the month of September, I think, if I'm not mistaken, in the year of 2023. Anyway, my wonderful people, I want us to listen attentively and do me that one favor I always ask from you. As you get this message, where can I to Sarah message here, so that Eonyuku no Nyenta walking away. Every notes and crannies of Biafra land will confirm this very note. Where come from Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu. It is called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's mystery note. So people might be wondering, what is the content of this letter? My dear, a lot of things contained on it. The journey of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the limelight, the journey of IPOB from when it started till today. What IPOB, the leaders, have encountered in the hands of the so-called Zoological Republic of Nigeria, or you can call them the contraption called the country, and the persecution thereabout. And I still remember, the journey to success, the road to success is never a straight one. There's a lot of thorns, and the road is never straight or the narrow. It is a narrow way, and if you can keep up the faith and keep going forward, my dear brothers and sisters, you must surely found the what you are looking for, and you must surely get your destination in peace, not in pieces. And that is the simple truth there. Fighting for the emancipation or the referendum of Biafra, it is not something we have to fold our hands and legs and thinking that help will come or manna will fall from heaven. It has never happened that way. That is why I put up this note to everything that happened. Both when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted or arrested 2015 and being released 2017. I mean, everything that happens along this line since he started this struggle, that is what is being put together. And people need to also listen attentively, digest it, share it, like, and also comment. Most importantly, share the message so that everyone get to know what we have been passing through, or what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been passing through, and the laws and the directions are being given by him. So my wonderful people, or my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, I beg you, if you get this message, help me digest it, like it, share it, love it, watch it, and comment on it. That is what you are being required for. Watching this thing can never be a wastage of your data. Rather, it will add more effort and strengthen your faith in believing that one day, Biafra will be made visible to the people who live to see that day. Anyway, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. Let us read between the lines so that it will not be like I am the one who concocted this message. I mean, I have an author who writes it, who is the Biafran writers, and my duty is to bring it to the limelight for my people who cannot be able to read and write, but they can listen. So make on a listen now and listen attentively as we read in between the lines. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It is no longer a story that a criminal sit at home in the southeast is gradually becoming a norm or tradition which has become a thorn in the flesh of all Igbo Biafrans in Biafra land. This notorious sit at home in the southeast has systematically turned Igbo land into a battleground for urchins, according to the Biafran writer. Compromised Igbo politicians and their paid agents in collaboration with the killer stocks like a Bubago militia, Alfred Okubo boys, autopilot to fake ESN, and Nigeria's murderous securities agencies indiscriminately massacre innocent citizens, destruction of properties, rape, kidnapping and snatching of cars have become the order of the day, according to an Igbo proverb. To know the number of ants around you, drop a cube of sugar. Ants within will assemble around that very particular sugar. The authentic sit-at-home order by the Directorate of State, DOS, as a civil disobedience tool to fight for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOB leader, was hijacked by infiltrators who used the sit-at-home as a cover to commit numerous atrocities, all in the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and ESN. In collaboration with her Kenyan counterpart, the Fulani-controlled government kidnapped, tortured, and unlawfully renditioned the IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria on the 29th June of 2021. They presented him to a court as a trophy without informing his lawyers. The backlash they got from within Nigeria and worldwide against the international crime of extraordinary rendition shocked them. On the subsequent court dates, they did not bring the IPOB leader to court, nor allowed anybody to visit him, including his lawyers. Out of necessity and pressure from Biafrans, who have become agitated, on the 6th August of 2021, the IPOB Directorate of States, DOS, announced a sit-at-home to force the Nigerian government to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court. The first sit-at-home was a massive success with 100% compliance. Biafrans happily sat at home in solidarity with their leader and the IPOB leadership and looked forward to the following Monday. According to first-hand information, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu instructed the leadership and Biafrans to stop the sit-at-home, which the leadership immediately obeyed and announced the cancellation of the sit-at-home. The cancellation by IPOB leadership gave the infiltrators in chief and his handlers in the DSS the opportunity they had been waiting for. They seized the opportunity with little time. The Ekperima started raining insults and unfounded accusations on the DOS, who knew nothing about the unfortunate kidnap of the IPOB leader. The real face of the demon and the sabotaging character of infiltrators surfaced in the name of Biafra agitation. The self-acclaimed Prime Minister of Biafra in exile and the CEO of Autopilot Company raised his ugly head. All these things are stories for the emancipation of Biafra. He wants to lead the movement to hijack and truncate the struggle under the tutelage and guidance of the Nigerian DSS. The Nigerian government bought him space in the Nigerian media, which portrayed him as the one who took over from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Since then, the leadership has experienced countless attacks from the evil self-acclaimed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu disciple. All genuine and reasonable IPOB members adhere to the restrictions or instructions from the leadership in obedience to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but those engineered by Simon Ekpa and his cohorts choose to fight the DOS for obeying the leader. They accuse the leadership without facts and evidence, even in one of his Facebook broadcasts. Simon Ekpa said, Biafra is dead. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has, through his lawyers, issued countless cautions to Simon Ekpa to stop the sit-at-home to no avail. The leadership has regularly reprimanded the autopilot boss, yet Simon Ekpa paid deaf ears to those censors. Then the mystery open letter of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the DSS dungeon, which contains only 50 words, change and calm the atmosphere. The letter made Simon Ekpa and his followers orphans. The letter that separated the faithful from unfaithful. The letter that once reminded the entire world that autopilot and Simon Ekpa are not part of IPOB. And finally, the letter that practically declared criminal sit-at-home invalid. The 50 words letter brought the Confucianist to his knees. Yes, Barrister Ejimakor suspiciously, delayed and craftily reduced the power of the letter, yet the information and the message were loud and clear. In conclusion, in Biafra we stand. Hashtag Biafra referendum. Hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Hashtag Biafra must go now. Yeah, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters. Then hear the message from the horse's mouth. This one is called the mystery of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's note that brought every situation that refused to come under the autopilot regime. Everything come to an end within a space of, it is not even up to 24 good hours. When the letters of first, every corners of the southeast remain calm like ice water. Well, that's why this one carry us go to another headline we have here. They say one Muslim man for Kaduna, he don't go cook 404 meat. Take him, serve people. We come for an event. This matter, Naim will see the settle in our compound since yesterday. As I'm talking to you now, the man is nowhere to be found. 404 meat. He cook him like pepper soup. Well, alone they finish. I salute you, my wonderful people. Kaduna-based Islamic scholar Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, the Supreme Council for Sharia in Kaduna, and the State Police Command have been forced to react as residents protest after a Muslim man allegedly slaughtered and shared 404 meat, which is sect members. While I don't tire about Okute News learned that the event happened in the Nasarawa community of the state on Tuesday, causing an uproar among the Muslim believers. According to the news, it was gathered that the youths of the community went all out in protest and attempted to attack the man at his house and Islamic school. The Muslims expressed disappointment with the man's action, which according to them was against the teachings of the Islam. 404 meat now have become a haram. Speaking on behalf of the sect, one Ismail Abubakar Rijana reportedly countered the belief that eating 404 meat was prohibited in Quran. We are Muslims and followers of the Quran only. We believe in the Quran as a religious book. However, the way we practice Islamic religion is different from how others practice it. Okay, confusion, don't there for their midst. Nigeria's constitution gives us the right to practice our belief. So, based on our knowledge of the Quran, no verse prohibits the eating of 404. But we are ready to change and seek God's forgiveness if we are convinced with the verses in the Quran that we are wrong. Daily Trust quoted Rijana as saying, some of the residents confirmed that 404 meat was used to prepare soup, which was shared among the students of the school. Adam Mohammed, councillor of the area, also confirmed the incident but said the community had become calm as security personnel were deployed to maintain law and order in the community. 404 is among animals forbidden for meat in Islam. Reacting to the controversies, the Kaduna State chapter of the Supreme Council for Sharia condemned the sect's action, saying that their action was intended to stir commotion among the Muslim Ummah. The council said 404 is among animals forbidden as meat in Islam for the teachings of the Prophet. For further clarification, the council reminded the Muslim community of the source of Islamic law, which include the Quran, which is the word of Allah, the tradition of the Prophet, which includes his sayings, actions, and silence on something done in his presence, and in ijma, which entails the consensus of ulama, were rulings not found in either of the aforementioned, according to the writer of this very news. He warned the residents from taking laws into their hands or into their own hands, saying the command was doing a background check on the sect members. On a Yaram 404 is a haram. Wike don't go take a federal capital territory money when you supposed to do road and other things. Don't take and buy car. 10 utility, that's the SUV, can't give to federal capital territory chiefs. This one are people will go probe him when he do something well not they good. And a new brand car or Tian Island. The minister of the federal capital territory, Nyesom Wike, presented 10 vehicles to the class chiefs in the federal capital territory on Friday and promised improved welfare for traditional leaders. News Agency of Nigeria reports that the third-class chiefs were from Gomani, Yaba, Gware, Pai, Gariki, Jiwa, Wako, Robochu, Gwagwalada, and Zuba chiefdoms. Wike explained while handing over the Nissan semi-SUV keys to the traditional rulers in Abuja that the gesture was part of the government's efforts to ease the mobility of the traditional rulers. Nissan SUV, mini SUV. While we have manufactured and assembled cars in Nigeria, hey, the leaders, and Nigeria economy will grow. We are doing everything humanly possible to make it grow. How? How? Part of that is mobility. I can't see how traditional rulers will be boarding taxis or entering public transportations. That is unacceptable. If you buy a car for them, make sure you give them money monthly to fuel the car. As you people have made the gasoline, the PMS, to go on a very high amount, and you expect them to drive cars when they don't even have food to eat in their families. That is how dumb you people can be. Bola Tinubu has directed that should not be allowed to continue. He has asked that we do everything possible to make it convenient and easy for you to do your assignment, Wike said. He stressed that in line with the renewed agenda of Bola Tinubu, every stakeholder has a role to play, including traditional rulers, particularly in the area of security. You born them buy car, give them new brand car. Tomorrow, kidnappers will come for them. Make sure you keep money to pay ransom because your security architecture is rubbish. You know your communities better than anybody. You know the people within your communities. So you will be able to identify those who look like strangers. No agency will perform its function without the support of traditional rulers. And we believe that we must partner together to achieve the fight against insecurity. So today, we are going to hand over 10 vehicles to you to please help in supporting the government to fight insecurity in your domain. Be sure that we are going to work together. If we don't work together, we will not achieve results because everybody is important in the fight against insecurity. Wike, Abiyesom Wike laments. And I don't see you buy car and give a traditional ruler. Whereby that same traditional ruler, his what will I call it? His subjects are dying in hunger. His subjects are the same people who have no job. The subjects are the same people who have been receiving 30,000 naira minimum wage from the so-called government for many years now without no change. Why things have changed? The price of fuel, foodstuff, transportation, even common the water they drink, everything have skyrocketed. And you are buying cars for their traditional rulers. What use can this be to that very community where you give this car? Or I don't get sense. That is why things they keep spoiling. You are buying this car now, tomorrow now, it will be on a headline that the Federal Capital Territory spent billions of nairas to purchase mini SUVs for 10 traditional rulers. And that is absurd. And that is why things keep spoiling every now and then. I pity this country, and I pity the existence of this so-called banana republic country called Nigeria. Because the leaders we have here, they have no brain. That is exactly what he did with complete good 8 years in Port Harcourt, Rivers, building flyovers, while the people in that very area, no single company was erected by the government upon all the whole money that have been receiving, upon all the whole oil derivation of 13% they have receiving from federal government. No single company was whatsoever erected in that very state, at least to cushion the effect of joblessness in that very area. He didn't do it. Now we have went to what they call it, Federal Capital Territory, and start another nonsense mission of buying cars to the traditional rulers that they're not supposed to walk on their barefooted. You are buying car for somebody who cannot even afford to buy a liter of fuel on a daily basis. That is a burden to him. That is not what they ask. Go to different communities, all those places back. I'm very sure that money for this car is enough to at least, even if it's a mini factory, and employ the use of that area, the crime will reduce. You are telling me now, if this man now, the son doesn't have work now, and he's doing account total, then tomorrow the man now will come and report his son that, look at my son, because you buy car for me, and I'll hand it over to you. It is not done. That is not the way to cushion the insecurity that we are talking about. Anyway, my wonderful people, I don't want to talk much. I have talked much, but at least with the full point of mind, I'm able to convince you, not to confuse you, that what Nation of MNK did was totally nonsense. That is where I rest my case. Share this message, like and comment. I'll be right back again with another blockbuster. Bye for now, my wonderful people. Kemesiano.